Welcome back to Workspace Updates in July, or otherwise known as the Olympic Games of Productivity. While we won't be handing out medals, we still got some gold-worthy new features to share. Our top disciplines are productivity, communication, and collaboration. So grab your imaginary torch and let's start our digital marathon through the world of Workspace. Comments and action items in client-side encrypted Google Docs. Working with confidential documents? Now you can add, edit, and reply to comments in client-side encrypted Google Docs. You can also assign tasks to yourself and others, all completely secure and protected. eSignature in Google Docs. With eSignature, you can now request and capture signatures directly in Google Docs, even for multiple people or users without a Gmail account. Keep track of pending signatures, find completed contracts in an instant, and use templates for recurring requests. Even custom text fields for additional information are possible. On the road a lot? You can sign contracts both on your computer and on your mobile device. Signature management has never been so easy and efficient. Import and export Markdown in Google Docs. You can now import Markdown files directly into Google Docs and export your docs as Markdown. It is now also possible to copy Docs content as Markdown and paste Markdown content into Docs. This makes it even easier to exchange your texts between different applications and optimize your workflows. Conditional notifications in Google Sheets. Want to stay on top of important changes in your spreadsheets? Now you can set up rules to get automatic email alerts when specific conditions are met. For example, if you are managing a budget and want to be informed immediately if a certain cost limit is exceeded. Or if you're working on a customer list and want to be notified when an important customer changes their status. And the best part, you can set up notifications for yourself and your team members. Pre-configured notes, recordings, and transcripts in Google Meet. Imagine all the important information in your Google Meet being recorded automatically. Sounds good? We think so too. As a meeting host, you can now easily activate notes, recordings, and transcripts in advance in your calendar invitation. This saves you time and effort during the meeting and allows you to concentrate fully on your participants and content. Updated design in Google Meet. Your Google Meet is getting a fresh new look. Google has modernized the controls in your meetings with fresh designs. New colors and shapes help you to recognize even faster whether you are muted or which features are currently active. Nothing has changed in terms of the functions themselves, only the look is now even more appealing and modern. You will see the changes when you use Meet in the browser, in picture-in-picture mode, in docs or slides, or on conference room hardware. The new design is also visible when watching live streams in the browser. Enhanced HDMI interoperability in Google Meet and Zoom. Do you use Google Meet and Zoom for your meetings? Then you like this one. You can now easily share content in your meetings via HDMI cable, regardless of whether you are presenting from a Google Meet hardware device to a Zoom meeting or vice versa. This makes it even easier to collaborate with colleagues and external partners, regardless of which platform they use. This new feature is activated by default, so you can get started right away. Enterprise Content Delivery Network support for Google Meet. Your Google Meet live streams are getting even better. With the new eCDN support, which your admins can enable, bandwidth usage for all live streams is significantly reduced, even for streams that don't originate from your own domain. This is done through peer-assisted media delivery, where the content of your live stream is automatically shared between devices in close proximity. This means that not every single viewer has to download the stream directly from the Google servers, which reduces the load on the servers and avoids bottlenecks. You don't need any additional software or hardware and don't have to do anything else. The eCDN technology works completely automatically in the background. Appointment schedules in Google Calendar. You already know the appointment slots feature that allowed you to offer times in Google Calendar and other people could book appointments with you. This function has now been replaced by the even more versatile appointment schedules. Don't worry, your existing bookings remain intact, and with schedules you can now set flexible and customized recurrences for your schedules, for example every 2 weeks. If you allow it, people who book an appointment can also add other guests or rooms. You can also add Google Rooms as a co-host to make it easier to organize appointments. This makes scheduling in Google Calendar even easier and adapts perfectly to your needs. Expanded limits for shared drives. In Google Drive, you can now create up to 100 levels of nested folders and store a total of 500,000 files. This will help you stay organized and find what you need quickly, even with large projects and extensive data. New overview of security policies in Google Workspace. Ever wonder why certain actions in Google Docs, Sheets, Slides or Drive aren't possible? You'll now get a clear overview of the applicable security policies directly in the respective application. A new icon, banner and side panel will show you exactly which actions are restricted due to, for example, data loss prevention or trust rules. This allows you to maintain a complete overview and immediately understand why certain functions are not available. Gemini in the side panel of Gmail. Your Gmail just got smarter. Gemini is now available right in your sidebar. It can summarize long email threads, suggest replies, help you draft emails, and even search your inbox or Google Drive for specific information. Gemini proactively supports you with suggestions, but you can also simply ask your own questions. For example, what was the order number for my customer? Or when is the next team meeting? Gemini provides you with the answers directly in Gmail without you having to search for a long time. Google Workspace extensions for Gemini web app. Your Gemini is getting access to your Google Workspace apps. With the new extensions for Gmail, Google Drive and Google Docs, Gemini can provide even more relevant responses by accessing your data in these apps. The beta version is automatically available to Google Workspace customers with the Gemini Business, Enterprise, Education and Education Premium add-ons. Tip of the month. Add co-presenter in Google Slides. Do you often host virtual presentations with multiple speakers using one shared slide deck? Then you might be familiar with the constant "next slide please" or the awkward pauses during speaker transitions. The solution is simple: the co-presenter feature in Google Slides. This feature allows multiple people to seamlessly guide the presentation. Each co-presenter can switch slides, control media, and ensure everything runs smoothly. Want to give it a try? Here is how it works. Start your slideshow and click on Add Person. Find your chosen co-presenter and click on the 3 dots next to their name. Then select Add Participant as co-presenter and your co-presenter is ready to go. Together, you can now create a professional and interactive presentation.